But since we're talking about health, I think we need to touch on education as well. Very quickly, two-pronged question for you. Number one, we still have a huge challenge of a high dropout rate amongst girls in schools. Perhaps more needs to be done. Sorry?
What are the numbers?
Okay, I don't have the data handy right now, but it continues to be a
Because I
challenge.
do, that's why I know that the numbers are curtailed and they've not gone up.
They've not gone up. But you'll agree it's a challenge. What more do we need to address it?
None of these challenges are topical to India. Two, the numbers of dropouts has decreased. In fact, when Prime Minister Modi took over in 2014, we recognized, and I had the privilege of being Minister Education then, we created the first ever national education policy by going to 2 lakh village education councils, by going to every district, every university, every school parent-teacher organization, by leveraging MyGov, by talking to not only state governments, but every other education minister who has ever served in the history of India, who was alive and who wanted to contribute. Every political organization and international partners like UN Women, UNICEF, UNDP. That being said, one of the challenges, especially for women in higher education, today we have close to 263 million kids in K-12. We have around 36 to 38 million kids in higher education. What happens to women who used to not transition from grade 12 onwards to higher education? One of the biggest challenges was that they were not doing, say, things like PhD because they were moving cities either after marriage or for a job. The minute credits were made, given national movement, academic credits, that is when the numbers now of women who are doing PhDs in India has gone up by 99%. 43% of all STEM graduates in India are women. And Prime Minister Modi realized that one of the greatest challenges with regards to dropout is that when the girl enters the menstrual cycle age, they used to drop out for those issues because they didn't have access to toilets. So in the first year of him being Prime Minister, he built 400,000 toilets, marked and mapped. I was there because we did it, so I can say this with satisfaction. Mapped every toilet which was not available in every government school in collaboration with states. I think that's one of the greatest examples of cooperative federalism because not one state backed out. So we know that at every level of engagement, and that is when Prime Minister Modi had the education policy come out, for the first time in the history of independent India, it has a gender inclusion fund that helps fund infrastructure only for education of women and young girls.